What are random acts of kindness? We believe them to be the physical manifestation of the soul, a reminder that as citizens of this planet, we have been commissioned to love our neighbors as ourselves, to do unto others as we would have them do unto us. We believe in random acts of kindness. What are random acts of kindness? They are sunbursts shining brightly to illuminate the darkness. They are gifts of love and determination, gentleness and power, for they are forged from within our hearts and given with a singular desire to see the light in another's eyes, to experience the smile of appreciation from a downcast countenance, to understand that every life is worth living and every act of kindness brings forth life. A random act of kindness demonstrates the best of who we are, why we are here, and how we are to live. Sisters Enterprise is proud to share with the world these upcoming phenomenal, gifted, caring, loving, dedicated individuals and organizations who are this year's 2024 Random Acts of Kindness honorees. We believe in random acts of kindness. This exhortation was inspired by one of the founders of Sisters Enterprise, Betty Funderburk, as she shares some of her inspirations during our board meetings. After listening to her heart and perusing some of the bios that are going to be presented this morning, I was prompted in the spirit to create this anthem. What are random acts of kindness?
Good morning, friends and family. My name is Betty Reynolds Funderburk, and my sister Eleanor and I are co-founders of Sisters Enterprise. I'm happy to welcome you to our 2024 20th Year Sisters Enterprise Anniversary Random Acts of Kindness program. While Eleanor and I have chosen to start each day with a prayer, we have asked God Jehovah to bless Sisters Enterprise with favor as we prepare to enter into our 21st anniversary year. And starting, we also have our 501c3 non-for-profit organization. Thank you, God. We're also thankful for our supportive board who helps Sisters Enterprise to engage in our community strengthening projects and activities that encourages fellow Coloradoans to extend random acts of kindness to others at no charge. And let's face it, friends, in today's fast-moving world, when some may choose to extend a friendly greeting of hi or hello because they're too busy, we've asked God to remove the chilliness within relationships in our world and replace it with a kinder demeanor. After all, kindness is one of the greatest gifts that one can bestow upon another, which means if someone is in need, we shouldn't hesitate to make excuses, but instead lend a helping hand at no cost to the one in need. One of our most favorite quotes by Maya Angelou reminds us that people will forget what you say and people will forget what you do, but they will never forget how you made them feel. Friends, if these powerful words are true, we salute some of the Coloradoans' most smartest and kindest people and their organizations. Like our 2024 Random Acts of Kindness honorees, including Captain Edward J. Dwight Jr., Myron Gooch, Dr. Lauren M. Penn, D.C., Cafe Food Rescue, Cakes by Karen, Capable, Denver Urban Gardens, Doubletree by Hilton, Girl Scouts Troop 66686, and Platinum Divas Dance Company. These people represent the most selfless, thoughtful, full of love activists who probably never realize how much of a difference they make in our world by never making excuses. Why, the good that is needed today should not be procrastinated, because I believe that we must always be kind to people from all walks of life. I'm reminded of the words in Hebrews 13:2. Do not forget to show hospitality to strangers, for by doing so, some people have shown hospitality to angels without knowing it. That being said, Sisters Enterprise is very happy to salute our 2024 centenarian of the year, 100-year-old Mrs. Lorraine Elizabeth Hobbs. Congratulations, Mrs. Hobbs. So, to my family, friends, and angels, no matter where you are, may you be proud of the work that you do without making excuses, the person you are, and the difference you make. Because Sisters Enterprise has fallen in love with you, all of you. God bless you. Peace and love. Betty Funderburg.
Hello, everyone. My name is Usman Ndoi, the fisherman. I am here today with the invitation of the Sisters Enterprises, Eleonora and her sister Betty, whom are to me mentors, friends, business partners, but first and foremost, beautiful sisters who guided me back in the days here in Colorado when I wanted to write my books and talk about my story. And they invited me to join the Toastmasters Club. This is many years ago. And today, I'm sharing my story with the audience to support them, to pay them back, and to show them my love to them. They invited me to become the keynote speaker for the 2024 event, and I said, no problem. I can talk, make a short video for you guys. And the talk today is about my philosophy of life, which is called Stand with No Excuses, which is a book I've written many years ago here, and Betty and Eleonora helped me tremendously to share that story with a lot of people. And today I wanted to do that with you. And I wish we could be in a set of in a room where each and every one of us are there, but with technology we can share anything. Stand with No Excuses is in reality a book that I translated because I got those lessons from my ancient Greek grandmother back in the days, who taught me the philosophy of living my life with no excuses. And what I realized over time that, or as I grow, many of us, the reason why we cannot live our dreams or pursue our calling and aspirations in this world is we are full of excuses. We we let excuses stopping us to pursue those callings, those dreams, as I said. And I was a victim of my excuses as I grew up in West Africa, Senegal. You know, I had tremendous excuses for the first 20 years of my life because when I was born, my parents were divorced at early ages, and they were young. They remarried and started building families. So for the first 20 years of my life, I took that as a way to run away from my calling, to run away from my gift, to run away from what I wanted to do in this world. So I had excuses. I blamed my parents. I blamed the neighborhood. I blamed my friends. I blamed everybody. I blamed the school because I was just failing everything I tried to do. And in reality, it was just excuses. But luckily, I had my great grandmother who sits all the time with me and telling me, look, I know you're going through all of this. You're going through the divorce of your parents. You're going through what society is saying. You're going through to this and that. But let me tell you this, son. You will do great things in this world. You will achieve great things. You will pursue great things unless you stop living your life with excuses. For a little guy of 5 years old, 7 years old, 10 years old, I didn't know better. But I had the gut to listen to my great grandmother. Anytime I'm with her, I'm just absorbing what she was telling me. And I said, and one of my questions used to be, Grandma, how am I going to rid of my excuses? How am I going to get out from my failures? How am I going to stand up for myself? And she says, I'm going to give you 4 keys in this world that will help you move forward. But I can give it to you, but unless you apply them, unless you live by, unless you internalize them and you do all these things, it's not going to work. And I promised her that I will stand by those lessons because she was one of the rare persons that I trusted as I grew. And she says, the number one key to rid of your excuses, Usman, is to keep it real. I didn't know really what it means, but I trusted that. And I said, how am I going to keep it real? And she says, keep it real with the Almighty God. Have faith on God. Keep it real with yourself. Keep it real with society. Regardless of what you go through, regardless of the ups and downs of life, regardless of the setbacks, regardless of the failures, just keep it real. Keep it real from your heart, keep it real from your mind, keep it real from your action. So I start borrowing my great grandmother's lesson, keep it real. And I developed over time that skill. So people who know me very well will tell you he's someone. He walks his talk. He's always trying to live up to his words. He always tried to go the extra mile. He always tried to do the best he could do, not just for driven by money or success or this, as a part of my values, because the person who installed those values on me, I love her to death. I trusted her to death. Number 2, she says, we all do have problems. Look, I'm very old. I cannot walk. I cannot see well. I cannot do this. But every day I'm looking for ways to get better. I'm looking for ways to walk. I'm looking for ways to recognize things. I'm looking for ways to love you more. I'm looking for ways to do something good and better for me, for society, for everybody else. So focus on solutions. Kiss your problems, cry for the problems, do everything with those problems, but please, son, focus on solution. I said, okay. Then now I have 2 lessons of life. Keep it real, focus on solution. Then I think when I turn maybe 15, I would come back and, go back to my excuses, and I would cry, I would blame again, and she says, I've been teaching you these 2 lessons. Now let's go to the third one. I say, what's the third one? She said, your willingness. My willingness. What you mean by that? She says, your willingness to rid of your excuses, your willingness to get out from your comfort zone, your willingness to do the work, your willingness to try every day, your willingness to better yourself, your willingness to correct the way you behave, the way you talk, the way you walk, the way you dress, the way you look. Your willingness is what will make you cross path. Okay, so now I have the third lesson. And then I'm living in this poor fishing village still. And this is before I turned 20. And I'm applying those lessons. Keep it real, focus on solution, be willing to do things. And I think that opened up my curiosity about the world, my curiosity about life, my curiosity about society, my curiosity about other culture, other history, other heritage. And this start now sinking on me. And now I'm looking for a way to pursue my dreams, to pursue my aspirations and my calling in life. And one day, I think in my late 20s, I came to visit my old ancient great grandmother, whom I will tremendously thank forever. And one day I came, I don't know, I was complaining about something about my dad. And she says, son, now I am more than 100 years old, and now you are 20. I stayed with you. I raised your grandmother. I raised your mother, your aunties, and your uncle. And I stayed with you till now you are 20 years old. You're a grown man. You're very smart. You're very intelligent. You have faith. You're very strong. You're very driven. Now I'll give you the 4 keys. I say, what's that? She says, now it's about time to take charge of your destiny. You know what you want. You know what you dream of. You know your aspirations. You know. So the 4th one is now you take charge of your destiny. Don't listen to naysayers. Don't listen to dream killers. Don't listen to manipulators. And you will see. I reflected on that for a month. And when I turned 21, I grabbed a backpack. I put 2 shirts, 2 pairs of jeans, and a book called Le Chemin du Bonheur, The Way of Happiness. And I came and gave a kiss to my great grandmother for the last time. And I never looked back. That one decision took me to many countries and many continents. Yes, it was a long journey with ups and downs, with setbacks, with failure, with many struggles. But anytime I face difficulties and challenges or setbacks, I always remember the 4 keys that freed me from excuses. And I want you to apply this. Maybe, I don't know if it will change your life. I don't know if it will open up doors. I don't know. I don't guarantee that. But if you keep it real, if you focus on solutions, if you are willing to do what it takes, and you stand up for yourself and take charge of your destiny, I believe in my heart you will get somewhere at the end. But it needs actions, it needs belief, it needs discipline, it needs courage and faith. Yes, the way was not easy, the trials, the challenges, but today I'm living my life fully and purposefully. And I can say everything I've dreamed of. I wanted to write books, I publish books. I wanted to write music, lyrics. I've done it. I wanted to become a filmmaker. I've done it. I wanted to contribute to society to make sure that when I'm gone, people can look at maybe my life, maybe my kids can look at my grave and say, you know what, Dad gives it all. My wife can look at my grave and say, he gives it all. He came from a small fishing village where he was born. It was his originated land. Then he is adopted by America. And since I've been in this country, 26 years of my life, I have been just keeping it real. I have been looking for a solution. I'm always willing to go the extra mile, and I take charge of my destiny every day with no excuses. That's what I wanted to share with you today, and I hope this will rekindle your hope, will rekindle your faith, will rekindle everything you wanted to do in this world with no excuses. That's the secret of life. That's what will free you from the burden, from the ups and downs, from everything bad that is going on around this world. I wake up every day with no excuses. So please stand with no excuses. Thank you for having me.
Our first Ractivist for 2024 is Mr. Edward J. Dwight Jr. Ed Dwight has been an artist since his youth. He is a graduate engineer, a former USAF test pilot, and America's first African American astronaut candidate. After successful careers as an Air Force officer pilot and real estate, construction, and restaurateur entrepreneur, Ed has dedicated the last 33 years solely to his artistic endeavors. He is the recipient of an honorary doctorate from his alma mater, Arizona State University. In 1975, while in the Masters of Fine Arts program at the University of Denver, Ed was commissioned by the Colorado Centennial Commission to create a series of bronzes depicting the contribution of Blacks to the American frontier West. The series of 50 bronzes were exhibited for several years throughout the United States, gaining widespread acceptance and critical acclaim. In 1979, while the series was on exhibit at the Jefferson National Expansion Memorial National Park Service, Ed was encouraged to create a bronze series portraying the historical roots of jazz. The series consists of 70-plus bronzes characterizing the creation and evolution of jazz, emphasizing African and European roots. In 1978, Ed's first large-scale commissioned work was the abolitionist Frederick Douglass. This life-sized monument was commissioned by the National Park Service and is on display at the Douglass Museum in Anacostia, Maryland. Since this commission, Ed has completed over 128 public art and large-scale memorial installations throughout the United States. He has also created over 18,000 gallery sculptures and is represented in several galleries throughout the country. In 2009, Ed was honored with the commission to create a historical, life-size sculpture presentation of President Barack Obama's first inauguration scene. The scene includes the President, the First Lady, his two daughters, and Chief Justice John Roberts administering the oath. The exhibit is currently on tour throughout the U.S. Currently, Dr. Dwight operates a 30,000 square foot studio gallery and foundry in Denver and employs several artisan craftsmen. Based on his contributions to racial progress, he has received hundreds of Living Legends awards from around the country for his achievements. Today, museums, institutions, and art appreciators throughout the world rigorously collect Edward J. Dwight Jr.'s unique, artistic, and magnificent sculptures. In 1961, the idea of sending Dwight to space gained support by President Kennedy amid a campaign to diversify the country's space program. After the assassination of President Kennedy, Dwight was graduated from the pilot program and lost his once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to pursue space travel. On May 19, 2024, Captain Ed Dwight, at age 90, became the oldest person ever on a 10-minute space flight on board the Blue Origin from a base near Van Horn, Texas. After landing, Ed said, "It's been a long time coming." Sisters Enterprise is pleased and proud to salute Dr. Ed Dwight as a been there, done that kind of smart and intelligent trailblazer. He and wife Barbara are the blessed parents of 5 children, several grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. God bless you, and may your legacy continue to be a light to the world.
I'm Ed Dwight. I'm originally from Kansas City. I really want to thank you for this random acts of kindness award. I don't know that I don't know what I did to deserve this award, but I really appreciate the recognition. You'll probably remember me as the first black astronaut in the country, and 60 years later, I ended up going into space here. It was an exhilarating experience for me to get into space and to look at the world from that distance and wonder, upon looking down at the world, why can't we all get along? And this random acts of kindness, the concept of it certainly went through my mind as to how we can be kinder to one another on the face of this wonderful planet and this wonderful country called America. Thank you.
Capable is an innovative, evidence-based program to support individuals aging in place with increasing independence and safety in their home environment. Developed and researched by Johns Hopkins University, the Colorado Visiting Nurse Association, CVNA, has been licensed to provide this amazing program since 2017 to over 800 clients. Capable joins the other service lines at CVNA, which are home health, hospice and wellness, and this nonprofit organization has been serving Colorados since 1889. When implementing the Capable program, there are 10 in-home visits with an occupational therapist and a registered nurse. During these visits, the clinician and client problem solve and strategize solutions to help break down barriers around goals the client has chosen that are important to the individual in their self-care and caring for their home. Small home modifications are completed and tools are provided to support the client's goals and improve safety to not only meet the needs for today, but also for the future. At the end of the program, clients' feedback often has comments such as, "All the little things make such a difference. They really listened to me. I not only am able to do things for myself better now, but see where these skills and supplies will help as I get older. I am able to go into the community more and see my family more." For more information about Capable, call 303-698-6302 or capable at vnacolorado.org. Sisters Enterprise proudly salutes you and say yes, you are more than capable and able to stand in the ranks with those who exhibit exemplary random acts of kindness.
Hello, I am here to talk about the Capable program. Capable stands for Community Aging in Place, Advancing Better Living for Elders. It is a home-based program with 6 occupational therapy visits and 4 nursing visits over a period of 4 to 5 months. We also have a construction partner that assists with simple home modifications or repairs. In order to be eligible for the program, we are looking for individuals that identify that they are having difficulty with tasks like dressing, bathing, maybe cooking, cleaning, laundry, these types of things. And they identify that they're having difficulty, whether it's a little difficulty or moderate difficulty or even a lot of difficulty. But we just need people that identify they're having difficulty. Because through this program, what we do is we help them figure out why are the tasks hard, and then we help them with problem solving and brainstorming to make those tasks easier for them. So the client, in order to participate, has to have areas that they want to work on with us related to those types of tasks. Then we also have the construction specialist who will help us with home modifications or repairs that will support those areas that the client's having difficulty. So the client picks out 3 goals with the occupational therapist and 3 goals with the registered nurse. These are areas that they want to improve in. These are the priority areas that client picks out that they want to improve in and work on with the OT and with the nurse. Through this process, we are breaking down why the problem's occurring and then trying to come up with solutions to meet those reasons why the problem's occurring. So whether it's a new way of doing the task, or maybe it's a new piece of equipment or an everyday tool to help the client increase their independence and safety with these areas. So the program, again, is 6 OT visits and 4 nursing visits, along with the home construction person, to help the client increase their independence and safety with daily activities that they are having challenges with. Thank you and have a great day.
Denver Urban Gardens, DUG, currently works under the guidance and leadership of Linda Appel Lipsius. It started as a grassroots movement in the late 1970s when gardeners in Denver's North Side neighborhood came together to create a space for a group of local Hmong women to grow their own food. Working collaboratively, they transformed a vacant parking lot into what is now the Pecos Community Garden, and over the following years, more community gardens began to spring up as the group helped other neighbors do the same. DUG was formally incorporated as a 501c3 nonprofit organization in 1985 to support Denver residents in creating sustainable, food-producing neighborhood community gardens. Over the past 35 years, their network of community gardens has expanded across 6 metro Denver counties. They currently oversee 200 community gardens, including 66 school-based community gardens and 20 food forests. In addition, DUG programs provide access, skills, and resources to help people grow food in community and regenerate urban green space. DUG offers youth programming, adult skill building workshops, community-centered events, volunteer work days, free and reduced cost seeds and seedlings, and compost training. Partnerships. Denver Urban Gardens is supported by loyal partners, including community collaborators, corporate funders, garden adopters, technical partners, and vendors who support the work that DUG does inside and out. Their encouragement, participation, and enthusiasm for the hands-on and hands-off work that is done incites a collective passion towards building a regenerative urban future. Land acknowledgement. Denver Urban Gardens and its staff and board wish to publicly honor the land on the unceded territories of the Cheyenne, Arapaho, Ute, and Sioux, as well as 48 plus other tribes with ties to the region used by Denver Urban Gardens. May the DUG's stewardship of this land support the collective work to dismantle ongoing legacies of oppression and inequalities, as well as recognize the current and future contributions of indigenous communities. Sisters Enterprise is proud to add you to our family of Ractivists, for your work touches the world.
Hey there, I'm Linda Apolipsius. I'm the Executive Director of Denver Urban Gardens. We are so honored and delighted to receive the Random Acts of Kindness Award from Sisters Enterprise. Thank you so much for thinking of us and for honoring the work that we have been doing in Denver for 40 years. So DUG is, as I said, a 40-year-old organization. We support 200 community gardens and 25 food forests across 7 counties in Metro Denver. We support about 40,000 people with our programming. Our network produces 650,000 pounds of fresh, organic, hyperlocal, culturally relevant produce. And our programs have greened about 35 acres across Denver. In addition to the overall garden network, 65 of those gardens are on school property, so they're school-based community gardens. We also have really robust education programming, as well as food access programming where we distribute pay what you can seeds and seedlings. That's called Grow Garden. So that's what we do. But every single thing that we do is heavily supported with volunteers. And volunteers are really what make DUG what it is. We are grateful to the volunteers who help us build our gardens, who help us repair our gardens, who help us sort seeds for our Grow a Garden program, who come in all the time to support our work. And for that, we are so grateful for those selfless random acts of kindness that happen around DUG every day, not to mention our garden leaders and our tree keepers and our gardeners. So thank you so much, everybody, for this honor. Have a great day.
Dana O'Boy is the Director of Sales for DoubleTree Denver, Aurora managed by O'Reilly Hospitality Management. Dana started with the company 5 years ago as a sales coordinator at the Embassy Suites, Jonesboro Red Wolf Convention Center, and worked her way up to the Director of Sales position at DoubleTree. She was the chair of the Outreach Committee, outreach program put in place at all O'Reilly Hospitality hotels, and had a passion for giving back to her community. When she transferred to the DoubleTree in Aurora, she continued to be a part of the Outreach program and helped her hotel come up with ways to give back. Her company has coordinated donations of DoubleTree cookies and individual cereal cups to Sisters Enterprise and looks forward to doing more to help the needy residents in our community. The DoubleTree was also awarded the Outstanding Outreach Efforts awarded by O'Reilly Hospital for the best community outreach efforts in the company. The DoubleTree was also awarded the Outstanding Outreach Efforts awarded by O'Reilly Hospital for the best community outreach efforts in the company. Here are some of the outreach activities that the DoubleTree and Aurora did in 2023. As an annual Toys for Tots toy drive and drop-off center, DoubleTree in Aurora collected and donated over 140 toys. In addition to sponsoring 4 separate clothing drives over the course of the year, DoubleTree in Aurora donated school supplies to local elementary, warm clothes for an immigrant drive, socks and underwear for a women's shelter, and another clothing drive for a local shelter. Based on sponsoring 2 separate PB&J making contests, where the hotel team participates in a fun event where employees race to see how many PB&Js with an apple in a bag can be made in 15 minutes. Each team of 6 to 8 people race each other with the goal of winning a prize. When the contest is over, all sandwiches are given to the Denver Rescue Mission. Last year, the DoubleTree in Aurora donated over 450 bagged sandwiches. Every Friday, the DoubleTree in Aurora celebrates Jeans Day, where you must pay at least $1 to wear jeans. Every 6 months, the total collected is donated to the Dumb Friends League and to an immigrant center for Venezuelans. Based on many years of support to the Sisters Enterprise nonprofit, the DoubleTree in Aurora chain has shown selfless love and kindness by donating its world-famous chocolate chip cookies to Ractivist honorees and other useful goods to the needy, underserved members of our surrounding community. What a blessing and an excellent example of random acts of kindness. Thank you for your service.
Hi, I'm Dana Isaac with the DoubleTree here in Denver, Aurora, and this is Alex, our sales coordinator and president of our outreach program. Firstly, I'd like to start off by thanking Sisters Enterprise for a fantastic partnership over the past several years. They have been a great group to work with in order to provide community support and outreach. We would love to take you through some of the things that we do here at the DoubleTree to support our community and give back. I'll go ahead and give it to Alex to go ahead and talk about a few things.
Hello. This year we have been involved in many of activities for our outreach program. We have made bracelets for Mental Health Awareness Day, which was in October. We have also brought breakfast burritos to the fire department for our first responders to support them. This month we're doing a coat drive to help families in need to stay warm throughout the winter. And also during the summer we did a school supply drive to give kids who are in need school supplies. And we will continue to do many activities to give back to the community because we love to support the community and show our appreciation and any help that we can do.
My favorite activity we did this year was the peanut butter and jelly making contest. We've donated all of the peanut butter and jellies that we make here at the Doubletree over to the Denver Rescue Mission. The first time we did this contest, we were able to feed 150 people, and we have another contest coming up at the end of this month.
Overall, the Doubletree loves giving back to the community, and we believe in acts of kindness, especially just random acts of kindness. Random acts of kindness, in our opinion, is giving back to the community and not expecting anything in return. We love to be involved with the community and help them out in any way that we can possible.
Thank you so much, Sisters Enterprise, and have a great day, everyone.
Bye.
Myron Gooch. Myron Gooch has enjoyed living in Denver's Rocky Mountain area since 1961. While enjoying his first responsibility of serving as a devoted father to 5 children, 8 grandchildren, and 2 great-grandchildren, he is also the owner of Gooch's Transmission, 760 Dayton Street, Aurora, Colorado, 80010, where he has made every effort to treat each customer for the past 39 years with fair pricing and service. Gooch was privileged to attend Emily Griffith Opportunity School, where he received his auto mechanic certification. After becoming the proud owner of Gooch's Transmission in 1985, Myron Gooch has continuously put smiles on the faces of many satisfied customers whom he has served from the surrounding community. By using his expert vehicle transmission knowledge and customer service skills, while always seeking to be a positive member in his home and business community, his optimistic attitude is contagious. Because performing random acts of kindness makes the recipient and giver feel good and renewed, Gooch continues to be a great role model and friend. Mr. Gooch fervently believes that helping others helps him to pay his rent for being a resident on this planet. Gooch shared that due to the warm feeling that he experiences each time he performs a random act of kindness, he is eager and anxious to do more. Anytime he can help someone, he is always willing and ready to do so. One of Gooch's recent random act of kindness outreach activities involved donating a stove to a needy family. In addition, he has served as a friendly financial supporter to Sisters Enterprise by regularly supporting our Random Acts of Kindness programs. In his spare time, Brother Gooch enjoys fishing and traveling while sharing his kind, caring perspective on life with others. Thank you, Brother Myron, for teaching your family and friends by example to treat people right by doing unto others as we would have them do unto us. Your bold steps to stand up and speak out has left a kind and positive mark on our world. Mr. Gooch, Sisters Enterprise, thanks you so much for being a grand example of a random acts of kindness recipient in the state of Colorado.
Praise the Lord and God bless you. Congratulations on being named a recipient for the Random Acts of Kindness Award. That shows me something about your character. And having said that, I'd like to sing a little song to you today, and I hope you enjoy it. I've had my share of life's ups and downs, but fate's been kind. The downs have been few. I guess you can say that I've been lucky. And I guess you can say that it's all because of you. If anyone should ever write my life story. For whatever reason there might be, oh, you'll be there between each line of pain and glory. For you're the best thing that ever happened to me. Oh, you're the best thing that ever happened to me. Oh, there have been times when times were hard, but always somehow I made it through. 'Cause for every moment that I've spent hurting, oh, there was a moment that I spent, oh, just loving you. Oh, if anyone should ever write my life story, for whatever reason there might be, oh, you'll be there between each line of pain and glory. 'Cause you're the best thing that ever happened to me. Oh, you're the best thing that ever happened to me. Thank you again for being a recipient of the Random Acts of Kindness Award. Thank you for what you do in the community. May God abundantly bless you and your family. Until we see you again next time. Bye-bye.
Our next Random Acts of Kindness recipient is Dr. Lauren Penn, D.C. Community organizer Dr. Lauren Penn, born in 1972, is an accomplished chiropractor, entrepreneur, and CEO of Pinpoint Wellness, headquartered in Colorado Springs. Through commitment and compassion, Dr. Lauren, along with her husband, Kent Felice, and son, Malik Scott, religiously deliver thousands of sack lunches on Saturdays to the homeless, hopeless, and hungry. Partnering with the Colorado Springs Rescue Mission and Crossfire Charity, this caring power team ensures that hungry mouths in Colorado Springs are fed on a consistent basis. Since Dr. Penn believes that a full belly makes sound decisions, she continues to pursue her mission of feeding the hungry by working closely with the disadvantaged, displaced families in the Colorado Springs Rocky Mountain region. While some nonprofits were forced to close their doors during the times of COVID in 2020 due to inability to address the needs of Colorado Springs hungry, the number of families in need of food and other support drastically went up. Through innovative partnerships with other like-minded agencies who possessed their selfless, caring, and sharing mentality, they were blessed to continue their food assistance outreach during one of America's most challenging public health crises. Due to the upsurge of the COVID pandemic during the early critical years, it was noted that Dr. Penn was recognized as one of the Envy Indexed 25 Under 25 Vanity Fair honorees. Since hunger knows no boundaries, Sisters Enterprise is proud to salute Dr. Penn for being a wonderful, kind-hearted, altruistic role model by making a big difference in her community. Dr. Penn, we salute you.
Hello, my name is Dr. Penn, and I am the owner and the founder of Pinpoint Wellness. And during the course of found, founding my chiropractic business, I was very encouraged to do something social impact. So for the last 5 years, since 2019 until today, we've been doing sack lunch making on the second Saturday of each month or most months. And we donate these sack lunches to our nonprofits here in Colorado Springs. One is Springs Rescue Mission, and the other one is Solid Rock. Dr. Ben Anderson has opened up his space at his community food bank to allow us to make sack lunches on the second Saturday of every month. And we've been making sack lunches for our community for so long that it's catching wildfire, and we're really excited about that. We have other community members that come and help us join, and it's not a nonprofit. We are not a nonprofit. We're just a group of people who really believe that we can make an impact in our community by helping our community the best way that we know how. And I believe a philosophy is that when people have a full stomach, they can make better decisions. Whether you believe in Jesus or you don't believe in Jesus, I do want to say that when Jesus went and he gave a message, he always fed the people, and the people had an ear to hear. So it is important to be able to have a full belly to make good decisions. And we started out making 50 sack lunches the first year that we were doing sack lunches. We still have about the same number of people who volunteer. 12 is a perfect number for us. And we now make about 700 to 800 sack lunches just on this Saturday. And this year we're actually partnering with another nonprofit to feed some people under the bridge. So I'm really excited about that. My husband and my son have joined me in these endeavors along with different people in the community and some different organizations as well. And people give peanut butter, jelly, bread, different things that would make a sack lunch. And Yev, who is over the Solid Rock Food Bank, actually partners with other nonprofits to give the sack lunches that we make away to other nonprofits that feed seniors in our community and the homeless and people who are hungry or people who are in need of food. And so that is the second Saturday sack lunch making introduction and how we came about. It was an idea. I had my own personal stories of the threat of being homeless and the threat of not having food, and I just wanted to give back to the universe what the universe has opened up for me and has blessed me with. So I hope this is enough information for people to be interested. We do ask if you want to volunteer, please do. We are in Colorado Springs, and every second Saturday, I won't say every second Saturday, but I'll say most second Saturdays, we are at 3217 South Academy Boulevard making these sack lunches from 9 a.m. until noon. And so if you have any questions, feel free to connect with me. I am on Facebook. I'm on Instagram under Pinpoint Cairo, or you can find me at Lauren Penn on Facebook. If you want to text message me, you can. My number is 214-799-0374. Yes, it is a Texas number, but I live in Colorado Springs. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and God bless.
Platinum Divas Dance Company. Stanisha Evans is the co-founder and vice president of Platinum Divas Dance Company, a nonprofit that provides dance classes, mentoring, leadership programs, and tutoring for diverse youth. Originally from Flint, Michigan, and raised in Colorado, her experience as a paraprofessional in schools highlighted the need for after-school activities. This newfound self-motivation mindset provoked her to create a space for youth to express themselves through fun physical fitness activities and development of positive attitudes needed to help themselves and others become kinder individuals. Under their leadership, the organization has expanded its programs to include mentoring, tutoring, college prep, and wellness services. Stanisha and Shaniqua's work to ensure that Platinum Divas Dance Company is equipped to work with youth ages 3 to 21, including those with disabilities, is a priority. Their mission is based on values of love, kindness, respect, dignity, and sisterhood. Stanisha has played a key role in important milestones, such as opening the first Platinum Divas studio in 2020. Both she and Shaniqua are committed to enhancing their nonprofit's impact, especially in mental health and family wellness, while ensuring that it remains a positive influence throughout our community. With a sincere passion for empowering young people, co-founders Stanisha and Shaniqua foster a kind, supportive environment where youth can build confidence and achieve their dreams with a mindset to help others through random acts of kindness. Sisters Enterprise is happy to add the Platinum Divas Dance Company and its caring, powerful leaders to its family of Ractivists. This amazing youth building nonprofit can be reached at 720-278-5042.
Hi, I'm Shaniqua, the director and president of Platinum Divas Dance Company.
And hi, I'm Stanisha, the vice president and director of Platinum Divas as well.
We started back in March 2013, so about 11 and a half years. Our organization is open to youth of ages 4 to 21, all different backgrounds, ethnicities, cultural, and religion preferences. We accept everyone into our program. We are mainly focused on step, cheer, majorette, and hip hop dance. We also do have a mentorship program because over the years we found that a lot of our children were dealing with everyday issues, and even at younger ages, situations like going through puberty, bullying in and out of school, struggling with schoolwork. We have kids that have been in the system, in and out of foster care, kids that were cutting themselves, having suicidal thoughts. So we started our mentorship program so we could be there for them and see how we were able to help them, and that they knew that they had someone outside of their home that they can look up to and be there for. We are big on sisterhood and brotherhood and family. All of our kids look at us as a second home. We're here for them in every aspect and everything that they need.
And with us being a mentorship program, we also wanted to make sure that we're building future leaders. A big thing that we want to do is make sure that their grades are right, that they're doing what they need to do in school, as well as just teaching them how to be future leaders and not followers. Big thing that we are very strong about is the kindness of others, because this is a diverse group. We want to make sure that kindness is in the forefront of everything that we do, and that's why we appreciate that we're getting this award, because kindness is what we stand for. Another thing that we want to make sure that we emphasize is that we are here for the community. So community service is something that we definitely require, as well as we push for not only just the children that are working with us, but the families as well.
With the community, we are very big in our community. We host many community events ourselves, as well as volunteering with other organizations at their events throughout the year. So that's one big thing for us. We love meeting people, giving back. It's not always about receiving, and you meet so many new different people from different aspects of life. Again, we definitely want to thank and appreciate Sister Enterprises for this award that you have provided to us. You guys are the best. Again, if you want to reach out to us or learn more about Platinum Divas Dance Company, our website is platinumdivasdancecompany.org. Our email address is pp.divas2013@gmail.com. Our Facebook, The Platinum, one word, DIVAZ. Also, you can contact us by phone, 720-278-9269. Again, thank you so much, Sister Enterprises.
Thank you.
The following is the bio for the Girl Scouts of the USA Troop 66686. The Girl Scouts of the USA was founded on March 12, 1912 in Savannah, Georgia by Juliet Gordon Lowe. Based on a current membership of 1.7 million and dedicated leadership by troop leaders throughout the nation, Girl Scouts ages kindergarten through 12th grade grow courageously and strong through a wide variety of enriching experiences. Activities can include field trips, shift building sports, clinics, community service projects, cultural exchanges, environmental stewardship, and more. Annually, between January and April, Girl Scouts sell their famous tasty cookies to raise money for their councils, to provide essential programs to troops, maintain campus properties, and reach girls in underserved areas. Based on their popularity, over 200 million packages of cookies helped to raise more than $1 billion in 2024. Through the sale of cookies, Girl Scouts learned skills like goal setting, decision making, money management, people skills, and business ethics. While these cookies are a key component to the girls' powerful legacy, nearly 700,000 cookie entrepreneurs are privileged to participate each year. Girl Scout troop leader of Denver's troop number 66686 reported that her troops was happy to deliver almost 100 boxes of Girl Scout cookies to the local Meals on Wheels program that provides meals to homebound elderly and handicapped individuals. In addition, Troop 66686 Scouts have been responsible for delivering supplies to siblings in the foster care system. For their summer camp events, these young Scouts earn community service recognition by participating in their popular Heritage Month program that promotes Hispanic and Asian cultures. In addition to others innovative projects that Girl Scouts are involved in, this troop was blessed to meet with the Director of Space Science Lodge to learn more about sky and space science, including the observatory, Skies and Stars. Thank you, Denver Girl Scouts Troop 66686, for going above and beyond to help others while also building strong, courageous, smart, and kind future leaders. Sisters is happy to salute you at our 2024 Random Act of Kindness program.
Cakes by Karen. With almost 50 years under her belt, Karen Snell, owner of Cakes by Karen, has operated her 4 Colorado bakeries specializing in wedding, birthday, all occasion cakes, cupcakes, brownies, and more to accommodate the community that loves her highly recommended bakery items. Because Cakes by Karen is also recognized for its generosity and support of our Rocky Mountain community at large, Sisters Enterprise is eternally grateful for 10 plus years of their contributions supporting Sisters Enterprise annual Random Acts of Kindness program.
What is your name and the name of this beautiful establishment?
My name is Val. I'm the manager here at Cakes by Karen in Aurora.
How long have you worked at Cakes by Karen?
10 years.
And what position do you hold here?
Manager.
Who is the owner of the company?
Her name is Karen Snell, and it is a family-run business.
How long has Karen Snell owned and operated this specialty bakery business?
Well, as I indicated, it's a family-run business. We are definitely not a franchise. She's been in business 49 years, and her children do assist her as well.
Can you give us an idea about what types of specialty items that Karen has made available to her customers?
We can pretty much do anything you want, so that's why we call it customization. We can do fondant work, we can do edible images, shape cake, number cakes, gender reveal cakes, vegan, gluten-free.
Why is Cakes by Karen so popular, and what makes this company extra special?
We've been in business for over 49 years, as I indicated, and we have a lot of customers that we've done their wedding for them, and they've come back again to do it or celebrate monumental moments in their lives.
Describe the feelings and emotions of kids, young and old alike, when they see and taste their customized cake, cupcakes, or cookie items.
For one, they're blown away when I actually show them the cake because it was more or beyond their expectations of what they were receiving.
And does that make customers keep coming back?
Absolutely.
When you think of the word kindness, what does that mean to Cakes by Karen, and why is it important to Cakes by Karen to perform random acts of kindness?
We do our best to help out people within our community, but Children's Hospital is one of the biggest ones, their oncology department. We offer cakes to the children there so they can decorate their cakes themselves and help them out.
Wow. Why has Cakes by Karen chosen to partner with community strengthening nonprofits such as University Hospital and Sisters Enterprise, whose mission is to promote random acts of kindness?
Well, we try to do our best to help out everybody that we can and pay it forward as best we can.
Well, thank you, Val, for your dedicated, fine work to the community and support for Sisters Enterprise. We wish
I was inspired to act when I calculated that the amount of this surplus food, still good for people to eat, thrown away in Summit County was equal to the need faced by our residents facing food insecurity. I am ambitious. I believe that we can recover half of that food and fill half of the missing nutrition in our community. This adds up to 300,000 pounds of food a year, or 685 meals a day, and I believe we can get there in the next 5 years. It takes an enormous amount of land, labor, energy, and water to grow food and bring it all the way up here. Eating that food, rather than throwing it away, values that human and environmental capital. Recovering 300,000 pounds of food will reduce greenhouse gas emissions due to the production and disposal of that food, equivalent to getting 100 cars off the road a year. We can also slow climate change. I believe that our community cares enough about their neighbors in need to take action. This action is called food rescue. Food rescue organizations collect safe, healthy, fresh food from licensed food businesses and get it to people in need. Food rescue organizations work with food donors, volunteer food runners, and volunteer food packagers to collect and manage that food. And we work with community partners, including food pantries, community dinners, and neighborhood mutual aid groups in order to help us distribute that food. These are all people working for their communities, and there is a place for everyone to help. When I started Cafe Food Rescue, I wasn't sure exactly how it was going to work, but I believed that if I kept at it, I would figure it out. And I believe that our community would work with me and help me figure that out. We have a lot of surplus event food in our community, and in order for us to manage that safely, we work in donated commercial kitchens. And we have retail and wholesale licenses that allow us to handle, store, and distribute these foods. What Cafe Food Rescue has done in Summit County is provide the network of connections so that people can help each other. What's important about local food rescue organizations is that they are community-based and they can meet the needs of their specific location. Food rescue alone is not going to solve the problem of people not having enough income to meet their basic needs. And food rescue alone is not going to solve the climate crisis. But it does give us a way to help each other and to value each other and our environment. And I believe that our community is ready to value each other and take action.
Cafe Food Rescue. Diane Calvin, Executive Director. Based on a pressing need in Summit County, Cafe Food Rescue was created to address the abundance of wasted food and the recent increase in food insecurity. After noticing that there was surplus food going to waste in Summit County due to lack of understanding regarding how to get it to people in need, Diane Calvin, founder, held the vision in her heart for many years of a food rescue organization for Summit County. By providing the logistical support and facilities, Cafe Food Rescue enabled the people in Summit County to help each other. When COVID hit and food insecurity grew in Summit County, Diane founded Cafe Food Rescue, beginning as the sole worker by picking up and distributing food herself. As she found more support and help from friends, she began writing grant proposals and expanding the food rescued and redistributed. Work with licensed food businesses as food donors, Diane utilized the manpower of caring volunteers to help move surplus food from donor businesses to recipient organizations. In Summit County, the food assistance organizations collectively supported more than 2,000 people each week. Collectively supported more than 2,000 people each week. Based on volunteer manpower, some of the programs that Cafe Food Rescue supports include 4 weekly community dinners, a home delivery support for school-aged children and their families, and Meals on Wheels. Diane's degree in civil engineering and a background in solid waste management were helpful while living in Massachusetts. When she worked with schools and secured grants to recover organic waste from lunches and improve recycling programs. When her family moved to Rhode Island, she did not stop promoting food rescue. She gained more invaluable experience by working to reduce wasted food on the Rhode Island Food Policy Council. This smart and caring visionary also founded Foodscape, a nonprofit that worked with schools to divert food scraps into compost, piloted food recovery from the Summer Meals Program in Providence, and defined and published guidelines for donation of commercially packaged food. Researchers have reported that while the world wastes about 2.5 billion tons of food every year, the United States discards more food than any other country in the world, nearly 60 million tons, 120 billion pounds every year. Fact: recovering food by getting it to people in need respects the land, water, energy, and human capital invested into growing food and transporting it to market and ultimately on the plates of needy people. Says Diane Calvin, in 2024, Food Cafe Rescue helped to recover and distribute 95,000 pounds of food, 184 MT CO2 equivalent, which is the energy equivalent of getting 44 passenger vehicles off of the road for 1 year, or getting 79,000 plus meals to people in need. Now, how is that for reducing our carbon footprint? Because Diane Calvin wholeheartedly believes in the volunteers who support her vision and the needs of the community by helping with food runs and packaging, she also encourages everyone to be kind to one another and to protect our unique and fragile environment. Receipt of monetary donations, support equipment, supplies, maintenance, and utilities, and staff wages for 1 full-time and 2 part-time staff members needs to be secured. For all you do, Diane Calvin, Sisters Enterprise is proud to salute you for helping to save our planet and its inhabitants. Lorraine E. Hobbs was born on July 4th, 1924, in Greenwood, Mississippi, later growing up in Denver, Colorado. She attended Denver Public Schools, graduating from Manual High School in 1942. Lorraine attended the University of Colorado during her freshman year, then made a decision to transfer to Howard University, an HBCU in Washington, D.C. Thriving in her new and improved school environment, she excelled academically and quickly made lots of lifelong friends. Upon graduating with a degree in 1946, she returned to Denver and married Richard King in 1948. They welcomed a daughter, Cheryl Lynn King, who was born on March 31st, 1950. Shortly thereafter, Lorraine applied to and was accepted to the University of Denver School of Social Work, where she earned her master's degree in social work. As an educated, professionally trained trailblazer, Lorraine was able to use her passionate skills of empathy and kindness to work on behalf of the underrepresented as a gentle, ethical social worker for 40 years. In addition to serving as a fun-loving neighbor and friend, she has used her multitasking skills as a smart, kind, and caring problem solver to sometimes let her hair down in order to enjoy playing cards, especially bridge, word puzzles, and bowling, tennis, softball, skiing in past years, and of course, being a 75-plus year member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Lorraine is especially proud to serve as grandmother of 2 and great-grandmother of 1. This blessed and highly favored woman of God still lives independently at Windsor Gardens, where she enjoys the socialization that Windsor Gardens offers, which allows her to engage with diverse people on a daily basis. Says Lorraine, I am grateful that God has blessed me indeed with health, family, a positive attitude, and longevity. God bless you, Mrs. Hobbs. And we at Sisters Enterprise are honored to have you as this year's Random Acts of Kindness Centenarian.
My name is Lorraine Elizabeth Hobbs. I have been a member of Scott United Methodist Church for 92 years. I was on the board of directors. I worked as assistant treasurer. I was president of United Methodist Women's Group at one time, attended Bible classes, and I'm still going to church every Sunday. Oh, that's kind of hard. Of course, when I had my baby girl was an honor. That's been a while back. I got a couple of honors when I worked. I was a social work supervisor, and they did acknowledge us when we did something good. Have done some overseas traveling, and I can't say offhand which one was my favorite, but I don't know. Vietnam almost made me cry, some of the stories they told me. I liked France and Italy. I did a little bit of traveling, but it's been a long time ago. And I enjoyed all my trips, meeting people who lived there. Well, God has had his loving arms around me. I took care of myself. I didn't smoke, I didn't drink. And I've been active. I skied, I played tennis, softball, and I believe those activities help to keep my body strong. But I'm in good health to be 100 years old. I've slowed down. You know, I can't move as fast as I used to, but I'm having a good life. I have good people around me. Kindness means it's a way of treating other people. Hopefully they will reciprocate and treat me kindly. Kindness gets you a long way in life, and I want to be a part of that. I was conceived in Denver, Colorado. My parents lived here in Denver. My mother was having some issues during her pregnancy, so my grandmother, who lived in Mississippi, called my mother and told her to come to Mississippi till after I was born so my grandma could take care of us. So I used to tease my mother when she first told me I was born in Mississippi because I thought I was a Denverite. But as I remember, we went to Mississippi, I was born, and I think my mom told me we stayed 3 or 4 months before we came back to Denver because my dad, of course, was here. Of course, I grew up in Denver. There was quite a bit of prejudice, but you know, you learn to deal with it. I've always had friends of other cultures, races, and to this day, I still have friends who are not black. And I think that's a blessing for me. My first year, I went to CU Boulder. Blacks could not stay in the dorm. They had what they called an international house. And it was, I guess, after the war with Japan, I don't remember the details, but the Japanese students and the black students, we were in a big white house called the International House. We could not stay in the dorm. The male black students had to find their own housing, which usually was with what black families lived in Boulder. So I convinced my parents that I was a responsible person. So they let me go to Howard University in Washington, D.C., which is, I feel, one of the top black universities in the United States. That was my first experience. I had never had a black teacher before. There were a few in Denver, but not at the schools I attended. So my experience, I had never met black people who spoke another language. I pledged the same sorority that our current Vice President Kamala, she attended Howard, and we both are members of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority. My daughter, I just have one daughter, and my granddaughter, and we are pushing my great-granddaughter, so we're still working on her. She graduated to get her in with us at Alpha Kappa Alpha. I went with my daughter and granddaughter to Dallas to our convention this year, and they honored us, the Diamondsaurus. It was a beautiful meeting that we had. The vice president came and spoke to us, and I don't know how many hundreds of members in my sorority were there, but there were quite a few. I just hope I can continue to be mobile and stay in my right mind and have people around me who love me and take care of me.
What an incredible group of activists we have honored today at Sisters Enterprise 2024's Random Acts of Kindness program. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors, all of our Ractivist honorees, and everyone who came together to make this program a success. We appreciate each and every one of you. We accept your gracious contributions, and we expect to do it bigger and better next year. A special thanks to Sabrina Wright Hobart for putting this phenomenal program together. Our illustrious leaders, co-founders Betty Funderburk and Eleanor Brown Reynolds, say thank you from the bottom of their hearts. And remember, we believe in random acts of.
Good morning, Colorado, and friends and family of Sisters Enterprise. Let me extend a happy World Day to everyone as it was recently celebrated on November 13th around the world. My name is Eleanora Reynolds Brown, and I am the number 9 youngest child born in Kansas City, home of the famous Kansas City Chiefs, to local, kind, caring, hardworking parents and entrepreneurs, James and Eleanora Reynolds. As president and co-founder of Sisters Enterprise, a 501c3 nonprofit corporation, my sister and I, Betty Reynolds Funderburk, have lived in the beautiful Rocky Mountain region called Colorado for almost 40 years. Based on the kind-hearted, noteworthy life lived by Sisters Enterprise centenarian 2024 Lorraine E. Hobbs, born on July 4th, 1924, and raised in Denver, Colorado, and other senior citizens, it is evident that performing random acts of kindness can extend our lives by leaps and bounds, according to genealogy experts around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, did you know that based on Colorado's population of 5.878 million people, that our state now ranks as the second best place in the United States for senior health and wellness? I also found it interesting to learn that our largest growing city in the United States and the state is Longmont, Colorado. Of course, Aurora, Colorado is the second largest city in Colorado. Feel free to fact check me on that. Bottom line, because it is true that many people live longer just by being kinder than necessary, it is easy to understand why approximately 1,000 centenarians currently make their home right here in Colorado. Meanwhile, statisticians have computed that by the year 2054, there will be nearly 4 million centenarians who will live amongst us, and 20 million by the year 2100. Wow! Mama always said, you can never go wrong if you treat people right. Speaking of kindness, I wonder if any of you know what a ractivist is. Sisters Enterprise defines a ractivist as a kind and caring, activist-type individual, sometimes called a Good Samaritan or angel, who is dedicated and determined to reach out and help others in need, just because it feels like the right thing to do. Since they expect no compensation in return, they make no excuses even when they are referred to as strange or peculiar specimens of the human race. Refusing to abandon the good ship called love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control by reaching out to help others who don't always look like them or come from their neck of the woods. They simply do what they do so sweetly, then seemingly, poof, they disappear. Needless to say, these kind and powerful individuals who also prove over and over again that no excuses should ever be made, considering that it takes only one person sometimes to make a difference. Believing that it is truly more blessed to give than receive, I was impressed to learn that poor people in our country give more to charity than the rich. When looking at charitable giving as a percentage of value income, can you imagine? In a world where we entertain our nation's most wealthiest people like Elon Musk, 244 billion, Jeff Bezos, 197 billion, Mark Zuckerberg, 181 billion, Larry Ellison, 175 billion, Warren Buffett, 150 billion, and then there's also other folks less wealthy like Bill Gates at only 107 billion. Hmm. Well, needless to say, with the right grant writing communication skills, we believe that other nonprofits like Sisters Enterprise and others could maybe hope to get the attention of caring philanthropists, businesses, and people with an interest in helping others to reach out and touch in a kind, powerful way using their financial backing to help to make more good things happen in our world. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, tell me if you've ever heard this story before. This is a story about four people named Everybody, Somebody, Nobody, and Anybody. There was an important job to be done, and everybody was so sure that somebody would do it. Everybody could have done it, but nobody did it. Somebody got angry about that because it was everybody's job. Everybody thought that anybody could do it, but nobody realized that everybody wouldn't when nobody did what anybody could have done. Now, friends, if you are wondering, let me assure you that it is positively not the job of our mayor, governor, president, FBI, CIA, CDA, CDC, or other government officials, your neighborhood community higher ups, the school district PTA, or even the HOA or others. The answer lies in the beautiful image that you see each time you look in the mirror. Clearly, by each of you serving as a role model and leader by encouraging others to use self as an example to avoid the everybody, somebody, anybody, nobody syndrome, we, that's everybody, can all take more responsibility for our lives and actions while understanding that no man is an island. Quoting the African American proverb that says it takes a village to raise a child, I am very happy to salute the following supporters of our 2024 Random Act of Kindness program who have chosen to make our Colorado village a stronger, kinder, wiser, and safer one. Those individuals include Dr. Zelda D. Du Bois, African American Leadership Institute 2007, Absolute Expert Care, Abilene Awards, Agape Care Community, Allies LLC, Denise Andert, Shirley and Jasper Armstrong, Asconaway Productions and Filmmaking, Marcella Barnett, BizNet Online College, Brown's Fashion Store, Assist This Inc., Family Education Support, Centenarian Willie Mae Brown, who has put a challenge out to all centenarians and their families and others to match her pledge of $100. Cakes by Karen, Different by Design Inc., EduCenter, Gooch's Transmissions, Karen Gonzalez, Gray Gallegos Foundation, Hopes Inc. Home Care Agency, Dr. Jessica Johnson Foot and Ankle Mobile Service, Tony and Doris Jeffries and family, Jewelry by Linda Starcevich, Keep It Clean Janitorial, L&H Investments, Michael and Associates Graphics Design, Nick's Garden Center, Personal Touch Class Design, Planted Moran, Sam's Meats, Taylor Funeral and Mortuary, The Taxman, Dr. Jeffrey Jeremy Tucker, Toastmasters International, Dr. Claudette Sweet, Vanguard Enterprises, Dr. Tri Ming Vu, Yeti Home Health Services, and Dr. Alan Young. Folks, did you know that 2025 will mark our 21st year of operation as a 501c3 nonprofit here in Colorado as we continue to pursue our proud community strengthening goals that include education, youth, art, health, community outreach, and holiday support? At this time, we would like to respectfully ask all of those who are watching or listening to our Sisters Enterprise Random Act of Kindness Zoom presentation to consider joining us as a new or continuing financial supporter to ensure that we are able to continue pursuing our mission of touching the lives of others by promoting the simple act of random acts of kindness. Man, oh man, was I impressed when I heard that our 2023 103-year-old Willie Mae Brown centenarian, date of birth January 2nd, 1923, has challenged all past and present centenarians and their family and friends and other senior citizens to meet or surpass her pledge donation of $100. For your convenience, you may make your Sisters Enterprise contribution using any of the following payment apps, including PayPal, Venmo, Square, or U.S. Mail, which is 1250 South Buckley Road, Suite I-152, Aurora, Colorado, 817. For your information, our track record will reflect that our organization has engaged in a plethora of community strengthening outreach activities, including back-to-school supplies, global food assistance, centenarian recognition, toy and bicycle giveaway, community network promotion, utility aid referral, COVID mask giveaway, purse project for domestic violence, men's clothing drive, youth literacy book writing project, creative art projects, cancer awareness promotion, CPR training, job availability shout out, and many, many more. I leave you with the following profound words by John Wesley. Do all the good you can, at all the places you can, at all the times you can, to all the people that you can, for as long as you can. Why, you ask? Because we must, in order to survive as a nation. For more information about Sisters Enterprise, feel free to visit our website at www.sistersenterprise.weebly.com or phone us at 303-324-5927. Friends, let me challenge all of you today to be so kind that when other people hear about people like you, they will desire to perform acts of kindness too. That is, without absolutely no excuses. Finally, let me give one more shout out to our 2024 Racktivists, including Cafe Food Rescue, Cakes by Karen, Capable, Denver Urban Gardens, Doubletree by Hilton, Captain Ed Dwight, Astronaut, Girl Scouts, Troop 66686, Myron Gooch, Dr. Lauren Penn, and Platinum Divas Company. On behalf of our Sisters Enterprise Board, family, friends, and supporters, have a blessed day, and remember,